time for a quick thing I like and then some things that I hate. So things that I like today. So there's a good series on Apple TV. It is called Hijack, stars Idris Elba, who's excellent. Love Idris Elba in pretty much everything. And the entire series is about the hijacking of a passenger aircraft from the Middle East to London. And Idris Elba plays sort of a negotiator. He's the lead passenger on board who's attempting to figure out what exactly is going on. It's a little more complex than it seems because I don't want to spoil anything, but some of the hijackers have ulterior motives, which are not clear from the beginning. It's well filmed. It's very tense. It's pretty clever. Definitely an enjoyable series that is worth watching if you have the time. Hijack on Apple TV. Worth the watch. Okay, one more thing that I like. So I hate it for the employees, but I like it for the fact that there has to be pushback, and pushback has consequences. Apparently, Anheuser-Busch has announced it would be laying off 350 corporate employees on Thursday after months of poor sales fueled by conservatives boycotting Bud Light. The firm said the layoffs would affect less than 2% of its 18,000 employees. It wouldn't affect blue-collar workers like warehouse staff and drivers. In a statement, this is Mediaite reporting, CEO Brendan Whitworth explained the company's leadership, quote, never take these decisions lightly. They were also resolved to ensure our organization continues to be set for future long-term success. Solid stuff there. And again, good job for conservatives. You got to pick examples. You got to polarize and make examples of them. This is a Saul Alinsky tactic the left has been using literally for decades. And if they refuse to stop using it, then we also have to use it. I mean, there really is no other choice. We love our dog, Happy. He is a delightful doggy. Yesterday, he was playing with the kids and rolling around the carpet. And I thought, I want Happy to live a long, healthy life. This is why we give him Rough Greens every single morning. The dog food you've been giving your dog, that's dead food. It has very little nutritional value. That brown food is not exactly screaming at nutrition, but green food does. Rough Greens boosts Happy's food back to life. It can do the same for your dog. You don't have to go out and buy new dog food. Just sprinkle Rough Greens on their food every day. It contains all the necessary vitamins and minerals your dog is not getting from their regular dog food. Happy loves his Rough Greens. He eats them with alacrity. Rough Greens is the only supplement your dog will ask for by name. Rough Greens. You get it? Because it's rough. Naturopathic. Dr. Dennis Black, the founder of Rough Greens, he's so confident this product will improve your dog's health. He's offering my listeners a free Jumpstart trial bag. Go to freeroughgreens.com/Ben. Let Rough Greens bring your dog's food back to life. That's free. ruffgreens.com/Ben today, or call 833-MyDog33. That is 833-MyDog33 today. That is freeroughgreens.com/Ben. And when you do that, you're going to get a free Jumpstart trial bag. Again, that is freeroughgreens.com/Ben today, or call 833-MyDog33. First, it's time for our Meat of It question, sponsored by Good Ranchers, where we get to the meat of a hard-hitting weekly question. So, Good Ranchers asks, with all the recent hearings, do you think aliens are disguising themselves among us? Well, if they are not in Congress because there is no intelligent life in Congress. Well, aliens aren't disguising themselves on Earth. One thing is for sure, foreign meat can disguise itself as a product of the United States of America. Yes, grocery store shelves are riddled with meat from other countries disguised in a product of the USA label. If you prefer to know without a shadow of a doubt where your meat comes from instead of guessing, well, you need Good Ranchers. They source 100% American meat. They deliver it to your door. No disguises, no surprises, just amazing American beef, chicken, and pork, conveniently delivered when you need it. So what exactly are you waiting for? Enjoy real meat and real service today with Good Ranchers. Visit goodranchers.com. Use my code Ben for $30 off any box. That is promo code Ben at goodranchers.com. Goodranchers.com is American meat delivered. I know their stuff is amazing because they made me the only kosher steak they've ever made. And let me tell you, it was unbelievable. It was so good. Visit goodranchers.com. Use promo code Ben for $30 off any box. That's promo code Ben at goodranchers.com. goodranchers.com. Once again, American meat delivered. Okay, time for a couple of quick things that I hate. So things that I hate today, just an amazing, amazing sequence of events when the 90-year-old Senator Dianne Feinstein started launching into an unprompted speech. She was called upon to vote. It was a voice vote. And she didn't know what was going on, so she just started giving a speech because she is no longer with us. And everyone knows that Dianne Feinstein is no longer with us, which means that she is just one of many. John Fetterman cannot speak properly. Mitch McConnell froze up, and we got the Apple spinning wheel of death the other day from Mitch McConnell. Nancy Pelosi has not been functional for quite a while. We got a president of the United States who appears to want to keel over every 5 seconds. So things are going great. Nothing says healthy body politic like a bunch of octogenarians who do not have proper brain function leading the country. It's like clearly everything is going well. We are a healthy country with young, vibrant leadership. Obviously, Senator Patty Murray actually turned to Dianne Feinstein and said to her, just say aye. She had to literally tell her what to do. When her name was called to vote on the defense appropriations bill, Dianne Feinstein began reading from her prepared remarks, leading to an awkward moment. She actually started saying, I'd like to support a yes vote on this. It provides $823 billion. That's an increase of $26 billion for the Defense Department, blah, 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 blah. Murray jumped in and told Feinstein, just say aye. And Feinstein said, okay, aye. which is like, we may as well just have robot Congress people at this point. Like, if you're a Democrat, you're just going to vote Democrat anyway, so we don't need most of you. Like, seriously, we could just cut the salaries by 100%. We could put a bunch of AI over there, and they're just going to vote the same way as the senators are going to vote. Save ourselves a bunch of headache around here. Meanwhile, I will admit that I enjoyed this maybe should have gone in things I like because it's just frankly hilarious. Representative Derek Van Orden, Republican of Wisconsin, apparently ended up screaming obscenities at high school Senate pages who were resting in the Capitol Rotunda early Thursday morning. He accused the teens of treating the space like a frat house common room. A page transcribed from Van Orden's words shortly after he berated the group around midnight. Apparently, the congressman screamed, "Wake the F up, you little bleeps. What the F are you all doing? Get the F out of here. You're defiling the space, you pieces of bleep. Who the F are you?" When the teens answered they were Senate pages, Van Orden reportedly retorted, "I don't give an F who you are. Get out, you jackasses. Get out." Apparently, alcohol was indeed a factor. Per a source, here's a photo from last night of a bunch of alcohol in Van Orden's office. Apparently, Van Orden and staff were heard partying loudly before he cursed out a group of teenage Senate pages. He then issued a statement saying, quote, "The Capitol Rotunda served as a field hospital when countless Union soldiers died fighting to free men in the Civil War. I've long said our nation's Capitol is a symbol of the sacrifice our servicemen and women have made for the country and should never be treated like a frat house common room. Threatening a congressman with bad press to excuse poor behavior is a reminder of everything that's wrong with Washington. Luckily, bad press has never bothered me. If it's the price I pay for standing up for what's right, then so be it." Apparently, some of the members of the upper chamber were very, very upset. Very, very upset. Yes, because they are all, big on the decorum. So, more of this. In fact, that's the last thing that Dianne Feinstein did that I think was worthy of note is that time that a bunch of 13-year-old kids were brought in by an interest group to jabber at her about global warming. And they're like, "Well, our votes count." She's like, "You can't vote." It was pretty fantastic. Alrighty, guys, the rest of the show continues right now. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll be talking about the global boiling that apparently is happening, plus more scientific discoveries from the left. If you're not a member, become a member. Use code Shapiro. Check out for 2 months free on all annual plans. Click that link in the description and join us.